Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith, and welcome to the month of May. There are a lot of different signs that will tell you it's the month of May, other than just looking at a calendar. But one of those signs is the fact that during the month of May, we usually get a Marvel release. And this year's May release is brought to you by Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Yeah, several years ago, we were treated to the first installment of this film, and I loved it. It was original, I wasn't familiar with the characters, and I thought they did a very good job with this movie. So, of course, a sequel was in the works. But more so than that, Marvel, I have to respect them because they've got this big, grandiose plan. And all their movies are like a puzzle that just fit in together. And it just fits in, for the most part, so wonderfully. So, of course, back we've got Chris Pratt, we've got Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, Bradley Cooper, and Vin Diesel. Now, looking at this film, it's difficult not to compare it to the original. But let's talk about the second film. The plot of this centers around Peter Quill, Star-Lord, of course, played by Chris Pratt, who is trying to find and understand, like, his background, like what's his heritage. So that is a big part of the movie. But another big part of the movie is entertaining us with epic scenes. Watching this movie, and I'm giving you my opinion here, there were aspects of this movie that somewhat reminded me of Star Wars. And considering that both films are run by Disney, not really a stretch there. Bradley Cooper is absolutely hilarious again. Your heart is going to be stolen by Baby Groot, and everyone's going to leave the theater wanting a little Baby Groot of their own. Now, there's a couple of things about the film, though, that I need to comment on. So, personal opinion, I like the soundtrack in the first one better. The soundtrack in the second one's okay, but the first one, by far, a lot better. And also, once again, we're played with the fact that so many of the great scenes in the film are in the trailer. I would say the majority of the good scenes in the movie are in the trailer. Now, of course, it's a Marvel movie, so you want to make sure you stay till the very end because there are going to be post-credits of things that are coming up. Some of the things that they showed in the post-credits, I myself wasn't clear on, so I had to get help from somebody who was a lot more well-versed with the Marvel universe. So if you bring somebody to the movies, make sure you're bringing somebody who understands the whole scope of Marvel, because that'll help you out. Otherwise, you'll be jumping on Wikipedia to figure things out. Overall, I enjoyed this movie. It's a Marvel movie, and we've gone back to a lighter, entertaining, Marvel movie. Not to say that Logan wasn't entertaining, but it certainly wasn't light. It was very dark. And this movie is kind of like, hey guys, we're back, we're Marvel, we're still happy people. Come and check us out. We're not going to depress you like Logan did. So, very entertaining film. Not as good as the original. Not as good as some of the other Marvel films, but a decent film nonetheless. And I give it a B-. Shot in 3D. Did it necessarily need 3D? No, but most 3D films don't. I'm probably more surprised when a 3D film actually needs 3D, but this one did not. Let me know what you think of Guardians of the Galaxy. B- from me. I'd love to know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.